Right, so I figure before we start Donkey Kong Bonanza, I kind of want to talk about this for a little bit. So, a new trailer dropped for the Netflix One Piece Season 2, and I've actually already watched this, so this isn't really a blind reaction kind of deal, but I just want to watch it again. But I figure I'd show it here anyway, so that I can like talk about my thoughts on it and like how I feel about like this how this adaptation has been like shaping up like beyond the first season. Also, you might notice the arrows kind of looking a bit weird here. I flipped the video around because I think Netflix can be kind of funny about like copyright and shit. I don't know if this is going to get my VOD blocked or anything. See, this is why I'm doing this now and not doing this in the middle of like a Bonanza playthrough because I don't want to like have to edit that later. But yeah, whatever happens, happens. So yeah, let's just check it out. So enjoy.
Everything I've done, everywhere I go, is for the One Piece.
What is that?
So yeah, that's the season 2 trailer, and season 3 has been greenlit. I mean, it said it backwards there for you guys, but that's, I mean, you can probably read what that said. You can probably figure that out. So yeah, I've already, the reason I was silent during that for the most part was because I've already seen this. Like, I saw this a couple days ago, but I figured I'd at least talk about it. But yeah, this is looking really promising so far. So we're just going to go over the general beats of the trailer as I like sum up my thoughts. So they've been kind of like, piecemealing, like teasing season 2 because it's still in the works. It's not coming out till next year. But yeah, they open up with like the first major, well, one of the first major parts of the Grand Line, like once they get into that part of the One Piece arcs, and that is Whiskey Peaks. So I remember this like location, this like area that's just got a bunch of cacti. And then I think this is it's either a log town or it's inside the Whiskey Peak like town area. I can't really tell from this. You know what? This might be Whiskey Peaks because I can see cactuses like dotted around here. But yeah, it looks pretty good so far. Like they're definitely like keeping to the whole, keeping it very faithful to the original manga and anime. Like here's Logtown, here's the scaffolding where Gold Roger was executed. And I hope they do that fucking bit with like Luffy being up on there and like Buggy about to kill him, and he gets fucking hit by a thunderstrike. That'd be funny if they could like do that in the live action version. I don't know how they're gonna like handle that. So yeah, this is Little Garden. Here's I think his name is Broggy. He's like one of the two giants on that island. Here's Nico Robin. Seems like decent casting. There's Smoker. I fucking love that they got him smoking 2 cigars. That's definitely very in character for him. They were just like, you know what, 1 cigar's not enough. Give him 2. Why not? There's Vivi. I want to say something about Vivi real quick, but I'll get back to that in a minute. But yeah, so far the new character castings, from what I can see, are pretty good. One thing I've not noticed in this trailer is Drum Island, which is where Chopper is. But they did tease Chopper in like a previous thing, which I'll talk about that in a minute. And then there's Laboon, which is like at the entrance of the Grand Line. So that's pretty cool. So it seems like season 2 is going to be pretty big because season 1 was like 8 episodes. They were like 1 hour each, just 8 episodes. And I thought season 2 was going to also be 8 1 hour episodes, and I was thinking, well, maybe like it would be from the beginning of shit. What is it? It would be from the beginning of sorry, I'm completely losing my train of thought on stream. Like, because I thought season 2 would be okay. It's the beginning of the Grand Line. It would go all the way up to just before they reach Alabasta, and then season 3 would just be Alabasta because it's such a huge like part of the story. And I don't know if they're gonna like get that far, but then I also thought that they would like cut down the journey to Alabasta. But Little Garden is here, which is interesting because I didn't fucking think they would include Little Garden. But I guess if they want to keep the narrative like, you know, true for the most part, like because it's not really relevant now, but the Giants in like, you know, the country that they come from is actually going to play a huge role later in the series. So I guess I'm kind of glad that they included that now. Not that the live action version, like I doubt the live action version would ever get as far as like the manga or anime, but you never know. Maybe this could be a long-term thing, but realistically, I could see maybe getting like 4 or 5 seasons and then Netflix would just call it a day. But I am glad that they included this part. So yeah, Nico Robin, I'm not sure who that actress is. I'm not really an expert on... I'm not up on my like actors and actresses of these days, but whoever this is, this definitely seems like a pretty decent casting job. I do want to talk about... Vivi's kind of interesting because maybe I'm having a Mandela effect, but I want to like compare. Yeah, there's Vivi. You know, I should have had a picture up ahead of time. Hang on a minute. Vivi One Piece. I want to quickly do a comparison here. Now, I don't know about you. Hang on a second. Let me just grab an image. Now, I don't know about you. Hear me out. I don't know about you guys. But I'm noticing a little bit of a difference between Vivi here and the Vivi that we had in the anime. I don't know. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is perfect casting. Like they did, it's absolutely spot on. Nah, but truth be told, like I'm not really bothered about it. I just wanted to point it out because that was just my initial gut reaction. I was like, oh, okay then. They kind of like did a race swap for this one for some reason. I'm not sure why. I always found the phenomenon of like race swapping characters kind of bizarre. Like I don't know. It's fucking weird to me. It's like April O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like she's been black in like the last 2 iterations of it, and I'm just sitting here asking why. It's like why do you have to like retroactively change shit like that? I don't know. That's just a me thing, maybe. But yeah, that aside, I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. This looks phenomenal. This looks like it's going to shape up to be really fun. I don't know how long Season 2 is going to be. Then at the end here, it says that Season 3 is going to be greenlit, so that's excellent to hear that they're continuing. So before we move on to Donkey Kong, I do want to bring up the previous, like, this isn't a proper trailer, but it's like a teaser for like part of Season 2. And they kind of did it in like sort of a nice way, like sort of an adorable way. Like I'm just going to show you it. Let me turn the volume back on before I open this. So yeah, there was also like a teaser they released like, I think a month and a half ago or like 2 months ago. This is basically that teaser.
Chopper, you're hiding the wrong way. We can all see you. Chopper, come out!
Here he is.
Hi, Tadoom. My name is Tony Chopper, and I'm sorry I can't be there in person, but... Oh, I'm supposed to tell you about One Piece Season 2. Oh, help! Someone call a doctor! Oh, wait. I am a doctor.
Come on, Chopper. You can do it.
Oh, okay. One Piece Season 2 is coming in 2026, and you'll get to meet new friends, and foes, and me.
You did it, Chopper! Everyone, Give him a hand.
Wait, is it over? Shut up. I don't need your clapping. You jerks. I mean it.
Yeah, they definitely got his character down there pretty much perfectly. But yeah, I think this is. I had a feeling that when they would do Tony Chopper, they would like make him all CGI. But I am perfectly fine with this, considering it's on a Netflix budget. I think this looks good, honestly. Like I don't really see any glaring issues with it. I think this looks very cute, actually. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how he's going to like interact with like the live action actors in terms of like you know how the Sonic movie you've got that dynamic of like just this non-existent CGI like blue hedgehog just like amongst like the humans and shit. Like I want to see how he's going to like interact with like everyone else around him. Plus I want to see his different transformations. I'm sure we'll get to see like Heavy Point and all that. So that's going to be fun. So I don't know. We get to see Vivi, but I don't know if they've shown any Alabasta there. I might have missed it. Maybe it was a brief blink and you miss it moment, but I don't know if they're going to get that far. I'm going to still assume that Alabasta will be season 3, just because it's such a huge part of the story, and it's not something they can like do in like 1 or 2 episodes. I feel like that's going to be at least several episodes to get through in order to like actually tackle that one. I don't know. Maybe they can trim it down a little bit, but it's got a very compared to everything up to that point, it's got a very elaborate storyline. And I can't wait to see who they're going to cast as Crocodile when we eventually see him, but that's not going to be for, you know, a good long while. Oh yeah, I also want to see Mr. Oh fuck, what's his name? I want to see Mr. 3, and I want to see Bon Clay, Mr. 2. I want to see what those 2 characters are like, especially Bon Clay. Like, they need to get someone really... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? They need to get someone, like, very eccentric to play that character, so... I'm hoping they do a good casting on that one. But yeah, overall thoughts. I am excited for One Piece Netflix. It seems like they're doing a good job. It seems like that Ichiro Oda is still around to basically oversee the project, so I'm quite happy about that. Because I think he mentioned it like when the first season was in development, he was like, yeah, Netflix gave me the option to like just go back to Japan and continue my mangas, but I wanted to make sure I was here to make sure everything was like, you know, everything was above, just to make sure that it was all okay, basically. And I don't blame him, you know, because like One Piece is his baby, and I wouldn't want like it would kind of fucking suck to see like Netflix completely bungle it. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling about that now. Like, you're here for Donkey Kong Bonanza, so we're going to be doing that.